with few lines, Jacob Jensen Design or Jacob Jensen Design is one of the oldest and I guess also most award-winning design consultancies in the world. We've been around for 55 years now, founded in 58 in Copenhagen by my father and mother. I'm the second generation. We have done over 700 solutions, designs for clients all over the world. And I hope that we stand for quality, and normally that you would be able to recognize a Jacob Jensen design or design that we've been involved with because it has a certain clarity or simplicity or a certain DNA. When you talk about design, first impression lasts. And we all know that from the lives that we live. What we see, are we attracted to it or we're not attracted to it. So first impression has to work, has to be there. But then of course things also have to work. But the old saying that form follows function is not incorrect, it's just not enough anymore. That things work, that a door handle works or a car works or whatever. It also has to have something more, it has to have an added value, which can be a lot of things. It could be design, aesthetics, sustainability, whatever. And that's what we're all trying to get the perfect balance. If you make a meal, it's the same thing. It has to taste good, that's the function, but it's also nice if it looks good. I mean, you're born alone, you're gonna die alone. And throughout that life, between these 2 points, you meet people in situations and environments and plants and trees and animals and fish and everything, right? And music and taste and all that gives you inspiration somehow. What is inspiration? Is inspiration getting ideas? Is inspiration getting input? I don't really know. I think all people are creative, and I think all people are capable of getting inspiration, but of course they have to know it. And if kids are brought up in bad environments, can be poor environments or can be abused environments, they don't believe in themselves. So you have to encourage children, say, hey, welcome to this world. You're the one we've been waiting for. You can do it, go and get it, right? So you got to get children self-confidence, not make them arrogant, but give them self-confidence that they have as much rights to be in this world as Nelson Mandela and everybody else, right? That's important. And everybody can be creative. And I think particularly if you work in the creative environment, you also learn how do you get ideas. If you never work in the creative environment, you don't even know it's out there. You just work on the factory doing whatever, dog food cans or whatever. So you don't know that you can be creative. But I guarantee you, we all have the same kind of brain pretty much. So if you stimulate the creativity or the musical part or the whatever part, everybody can learn to play a piano, everybody can learn to drive a bicycle, everybody can learn to cook a meal, everybody can learn to make a design. Of course, some people may have what we call talent. They're a little bit better in this because they're a little sharper on the ear to hear the sounds of the music or the taste in the food or whatever it is. But we are all born as creative creatures. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on this planet anyway. Design is not art. Design shares a lot of processes with art, with painting or sculptures or whatever. But design is a service for an industry or for another company, helping them getting to where they want to be. It's one long line of compromises, designing things. We're creating a picture. You don't have to ask anyone. You just got to get the paper and your pencils and then you make it. So that's an ideal creation, that's art. Design, no matter what they say, design is a compromise. I think the style or the design of this house of Jacob Jensen is trying to boil down to the essence, what is this, and make it appealing. I think that's basically it. And if you want to make a tomato soup, you don't want it to taste of too many things, right? Of, you know, oregano and basil and thyme and blah, blah, blah. You basically want it to taste of tomato if it's a tomato soup you want to make, right? So I think what we have been relatively good at, maybe some would say, at Jacob Jensen is to boil it down and say, okay, this is the essence of a turntable. This is the essence of a cable reel. This is the essence of a storage system or whatever, and make it appealing. Make it simple, but not too simple. As Einstein said, things should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. So make it simple so the viewer, the spectator, would see, okay, this is actually the essence, instead of curves and colors and all that. We use actually quite a lot of colors when it makes sense, but we don't use colors or curves or what I would call noise just to use it, right? I mean, you're never better than your last fight, right? So no matter who you are in this world, I mean, if Stevie Wonder makes a bad piece of music, it's a bad piece of music no matter if it's Stevie Wonder or not. I doubt that he will ever make a bad piece of music or whatever. You can't live from your name. You build your name and your reputation because you make good stuff or stuff that people like, right? But you can never survive on your name. You can survive on your performance, right? And do your best every time. That's the only way there is, I guess, for all of us, except maybe for the royal families.